Here it is. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, the trilogy. A quick disclaimer for everyone. I have played these games before, some years ago, so I will know some things that will happen in the game itself, though I won't give spoilers for it. This is an amazing game, and if you've never played or experienced it, I want you to experience the full game, which is so good. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh, can't wait, can't wait. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, ah! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Oh. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Ooh. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butz, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Oh. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. Ready, Your Honor. I can't do that voice for him, but he's a little squealy. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Good. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant is Larry Butz. Wait, the defendant is Larry Butz. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. Wow. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press RB to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. If you're begging me, Mia, I can't, complain. So I got my attorney's badge. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7:31. From 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Profiles, you got Mia Fey, Chief Attorney at Fey & Co. boss. My Chief Attorney at Fey & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butz, the defendant in this case. He's a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. The victim in this game's a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Cindy Stone. Okay. Winston Payne. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Okay, got a chance. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? That's Cindy Stone. Cinderblood. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna have him as like Mickey Mouse or something, I don't know. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the finger. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue. A statue in the shape of the finger. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during your trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use RB to check the court record frequently. Okay. I'll just do it right before we go. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call as first witness. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, it doesn't say anything else yet. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Dude, he's twitching. Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, what's it, buddy? We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butz, what you describe is terminally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it, lies! I don't believe a single word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Oh, voices. Indeed. She appears to have returned. I can't do his voice anymore. I forgot it. Hold up. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. The daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering for sure? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife! I'm going to get to the bottom of this! Oh, buddy boy. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question! You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder. Did you not? Well, did you? Or did you not? Well, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly, yeah. Why would you lie? This is pretty crucial information. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butz. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. The defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing from the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. I'm gonna keep that voice for him. It's much more manageable for me. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, that's the guy right there. That's him, right? Hold up. Sure looks like him. Discovered Miss Stone body. Newspaper salesman who saw Larry flee the scene. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman. Not moving. Dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment was not working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. the day of the crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes! Yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's see. So, she died between 4 and... Didn't he say 1? She died between 4 and 5. Okay, hold on. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness you just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness' face. Alright. Open the court record with RB, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Well, I found a contradiction, and I am going to press that contradiction to him. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him, thinking it's strange. Yep. Well, luckily, we know because of the autopsy report it was 4 to 5 again, so let's wind her up and go. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The soundtrack in this game. Oh. The autopsy notes at the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? That's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Okay. Gotta find a lie. Look in. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. It's probably a voice saying the time coming from the television. It was fear. I guess the victim must be watching a video of a tape program. So I thought 1 p.m. Notice anything suspicious? Let me check. Time of death. Oh yeah, the electricity was cut out from noon, so why he couldn't have watched television, no? Swine her up again, boys. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? You saw a clock? Guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay. This doesn't make sense though. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. Oh, we don't have the picture of the murder, because we've seen that picture a couple of times. Right? Can't click on anything. Yay. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. What? What's the... Can't see how this is a clock. Objection! I knew what we're talking about! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Okay, that makes sense. I knew it all along. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. You're on. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Okay, there's definitely a problem with this testimony. I'm sorry, guys. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Definitely. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove it I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. Now we're getting somewhere. This guy stinks, man. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. After the neck, I think. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, see, it is him. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. That makes perfect sense. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, no, I mean, I saw. Ah! Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn, give him death. God, what a crack out. Order, order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sowett heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is simply clear if you... I mean... You sound the clock, you can hear it, you know? Like, just twist his neck for me real quick. Twist his neck for me real quick. Let's sound the clock now here in Discord. I agree, Phoenix. Let's go. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Oh. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy that between what Mr. Sowett heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sowett, try to talk your way out of this one. Haha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. No. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. No. Unfortunately. No, buddy, no. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowett. Nah, that's crazy. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You liars are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Nah. Not so fast, Mr. Sowett. Mia, please, come on, Clutch. Mia, I mean, Chief. Listen up, right? Come on, but throw me a Clutch. Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Be running 9 hours ahead. Like, yeah, I could. Yeah, it could be running hours ahead. That would also explain the 3 hours. There was no AM or PM. Wait! Maybe I can prove it! Yes, Phoenix, yes. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Nearly got his voice, I'm sorry. Of course, there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The passport. That's the only thing why the clock... Well, maybe if, like, the head hit, but this is so much more obvious one. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Okay, so it is... This is like in California or somewhere, right? California, Florida, I believe, is in there as well. Like, just very Western USA. Gotta keep that in mind for future trials. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. there on the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. I love math. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? You okay there, buddy? You good? Order, I say. God, foaming from the mouth and everything. Well, this case has been certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty! Yeah. So Larry... Larry. And with that, this court is adjourned. Boom! We did it. Let's go. Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. Oh, we get some backstory. That's cool. I like that. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. Okay, that day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And he hit her over the head. God. August 3rd, 2:42 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Phew! Still can't believe we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You found your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief looking this happy. He's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. Bad. Bad. Killing yourself is bad for your skin. Don't do it. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a OnlyFans creator. Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz, innocent. That'd be a headline for sure. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. He's just asking out on a date. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Yeah, man, stop trying to riz up my cheese. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Wow, well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Impressive, if he actually did. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you're not gonna sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I mean, she brought the clock with her to Paris, you know, and if Larry made it, I'm sure, like, because otherwise it wouldn't have been 3 hours off. He solved this. This is all Larry. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Yeah. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, really I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Ah. Love this game, right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize that things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Nice words. Well, I think our work is done here. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. Yo, she's taking me out for dinner. Fuck you, Larry. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. God, that's a toast. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying... Look, I keep saying Harry Butz. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Yo, Jesus. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave me." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at another center. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry. The one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh God. The end. That was a wonderful, wonderful first act. I love this game so much. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next time, I'll continue with the next part. Thank you all for watching. This means a lot to me. And I hope you all have a good day. So anyways, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.